Thanks for joining me on the 9th of February 2025. We're at Ewood Park in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Blackburn Rovers 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. This game was fraught with danger. The FA Cup, Blackburn at home, as well publicised. The last time we played them in the Cup was in the FA Cup final 1960 when we won 3-0. I believe that was the last time we won the FA Cup. But this one, it's got Blackburn riding high in the playoff places in the championships. So they were a very dangerous opponent, a potential banana skin. Some of their players included Danny Bath and Andreas Weimann, former Wolves players. I'm sure they were busting a gut to put one over on us. And Dion Sanderson is there, but he couldn't play because he's cup tied, having played for Birmingham in an earlier round. But the aim of the game obviously was to come and win and to get into the draw for the next round. So in that respect, it was mission accomplished. And the starting 11 saw 4 changes from the last league game, which was last Saturday against Aston Villa. The 4 changes are Sam Johnston in goal for Sarr. There's Bueno came in for Doherty. Rodrigo Gomez came in for Ait-Nouri, and João Gomez came in for his compatriot Andre. But in the first half, the main difference was the finishing, because if anybody was unfamiliar with the teams and they just were watching the game, they would have been hard pushed to tell which was the Premier team. But having said that, we had the edge, because the difference was the finishing, and the only minus point was, you could say, that Santiago Bueno was discomforted a bit by the pace of their strikers. But apart from that, it was a pretty polished first half performance. But after 17 minutes, I thought that Santiago Bueno was slightly unlucky to concede a free kick and get booked, because he looked like he made a clean tackle and took the ball, but they'd probably say that there was a foul before he did that. And from the resulting free kick, they had a goal wiped out for offside, and as the replay showed, that it shouldn't have been disallowed. But in the FA Cup, in these rounds, on a ground like this, thankfully for us, there's no VAR, so we got away with one there, you could say. And but there was after that at 23 minutes, they had a dangerous break. Their pacey striker again was sprinted away from an attack by us, but thankfully Rodrigo Gomez made a brilliant pacey run and interception to foil their striker. That was brilliant work by him. He looked really good, as he has done whenever he's played. Rodrigo Gomez, he's very impressive. He looks to be a real find, along with Agbadou, who was solid again. But the first goal, it was a pretty good finish by João Gomez. It was a nice foot in by Santiago Bueno. He deserves credit for that. Intercepted the ball. The ball went through to Wang, and there was a string of passes. Wang assisted it to João Gomez. He showed some nifty bit of footwork to finish it neatly, but their goalie would be disappointed with that, because he got a strong hand to it, but the ball trickled into the net. But we'll take it. And 1 minute 39 seconds after that, it was 2-0 Cunha. It was Route 1 football, like Wimbledon in the old days. It was a long ball from the back by Agbadou, and there was Semedo played a nice 1-2 with the captain Semedo, and threw on goal, and there was only going to be one outcome, 2-0. He's just deadly in scenarios like that. But Blackburn, you know, they had a chance in the 30th minute, a cross shot, ranking Costello, and but Guedes had a shot wide as well. But we went half time deservedly 2-0 up, and we played some neat football in the second half, and at times our fans were doing olays. We were playing the ball around nicely, and it was good to see Munetsi come on, get some minutes under his belt, and Cunha, he could have made it even safer a few times. He had the Sarabia did a cross from the right, swung it over with his left foot. Cunha headed it over. Munetsi on 72, he had a diving header just wide. What an introduction that would have been to international football. 73 minutes, Cunha lobbed the keeper. Munetsi closing in, but the defender cleared it. From the resulting corner, Cunha had a run and shot, which produced a diving save. And Munetsi, again, he shot wide. Munetsi had another chance. He was through on goal, but he weak finish. Perhaps when he gets the pace of English football, he'll put those chances away. There was in the second half, last 15 minutes, it was a succession of attacks, but we can't complain. Nori came on for the skipper, Semedo, and in the 84th minute, Totti had a great run from defence, made a chance out of nothing for Cunha, who had a shot. But what can you say? The goal was to come and get into the draw for the next round, because winning is a habit, and some of the other players have got a few minutes in their legs. All the players who played last week that virtually came on as subs. It was good to see Munetsi. He was very prominent, could have had a couple of goals, but there were no minuses except for possibly just before half-time, Chang Wang went off with it looked like a hamstring injury. As to the severity of it, we don't know how bad it is. We don't know when Jürgen Strand-Larsen will be back, but hopefully it's soon. The next game is next week against Liverpool, and then away at Bournemouth, and then at home to Fulham on the 25th. But it's a tough run. Winning's a habit. That's two nils in a row, and into the next round of the FA Cup. A nice home draw would be nice, but every team always says that. And hopefully, with these 2 wins, no goals conceded, 4 goals scored, we could gain a bit more confidence. A cup run would come in nicely, and what can you say? Yeah, just continue the run, because away at Liverpool you'd say that we've got no chance, but having said that, Nottingham Forest went there and won, so why can't we? But whatever happens, we'll keep supporting the Wolves, and it was a productive day, and on to the next one. Come on, Liverpool, we're going to give you a real tough game.